Are these
Come on in. 1,200. Then they have to put, they've got to put like a bond up and all that
What's
stuff.
that? Okay.
Maybe
See,
so.
so you see the green light? You're on.
Okay.
See the green light up there?
Call the meeting to order. Welcome to the July 6th meeting of the Town of Standish Planning Board. Meeting will now come to order. This is a public proceeding, and unless the board specifically votes to go into executive session, you have the right to hear everything that is being said and to look at all the exhibits that are offered. Please notify me if you are unable to hear or see the material. The board works from a prepared agenda. This evening we have the approval of the minutes for the June 1st meeting. We have no finding of facts this month. We have one item of old business, is the Westerly Way 3-lot subdivision. We have one new item of business, which is the S. Todd Foss revisions to his site plan for a welding shop. We have no miscellaneous public hearings relative to council items. And possibly we'll have the election of the chair and co-chair, or assistant vice chair. So the applicant has the burden to prove to the board that their application is complete and meets all the applicable town standards. Any person wishing to address the board may do so in accordance with the following procedures. 1, please utilize the podium or one of the provided microphones. The board will open the meeting for the applicant to present their project. Then the town planner will provide his assessment of the project and hear responses from the applicant, followed by the board members, which will then ask questions and hear responses. The hearing will then be open to the public for their comment, and the applicant can respond to those comments. The board may receive any oral or documentary evidence, but such evidence is restricted to the subject matter of the agenda item. The board shall exclude irrelevant, immaterial, or unduly repetitious evidence. Citizens shall refrain from interrupting other speakers. The meeting is being tape recorded, and it's very difficult to hear what is being said when multiple people speak at the same time. Citizens shall avoid personal attacks and conduct themselves in a civil, courteous manner as expected by all participants. All questions should be addressed through the chair. Speakers shall not attempt to engage in debate with other meeting participants. Upon hearing from the public, the hearing will be closed for the application and the board will deliberate on the application. Following the decision on the application, the board will prepare a written finding of facts and approve them for recording at the next regular meeting. All right. First item is we have a complete quorum this evening, including Frank Nappy, who was just re-elected for an additional term, and Isabel Higgins and Deborah Gervais. Welcome to the board, 2 new members. Appreciate your service. First item on the agenda would be the approval of the previous meeting minutes, which is
Mr. Chair, do you want to do the elections first, or you want to?
At the end.
at the end, typically.
Okay.
Okay, so the first item would be the minutes for the June 1st.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second. Been moved and second to submit the, approve the minutes as submitted. Further discussion by the board? Seeing none? All those in favor? That would be, I guess we can do unanimous, right? Even though, yep. So that's unanimous. All right, first item of business is the Westerly Way
Mr. Chair,
subdivision. Yes, sir.
as a current employee of St. Joseph's College, I think it's prudent that I step away while it's discussed.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Well, the applicant's not here. So we don't have all the information.
So yeah, this was submitted to us in the hopeful anticipation of the MDEP permit coming through. And they have been, had it as far as from the communications I've seen, all but signature for about a month now. We were really hoping they'd finish that up and get it in. And then we would have been able to finish all the review and be done with it. That's the only real outstanding piece. And unfortunately, that was not submitted. So I worked with the applicant to get them on there because they're tired of waiting and want to keep this moving along. But we unfortunately can't really undertake our review without all the pieces of information. And in this case, we don't have it. So they've understood and request that you just table this to the next meeting. And we have seen over the holiday weekend here, we've seen a little bit of movement from DEP, so they should be here in August to actually have all the pieces here in place.
Mr. Chair, then I make a motion to table the Westerly Way map 20 Lot S, Lot 8 subdivision application.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to table this matter. Further discussion by the board? Seeing none, all those in favor? Good, thank you. Talking to him next month.
August
See,
3rd.
Sean, that was a short break.
Well, short, but very important.
Okay, our next item, which is item of new business, is the S. Todd Foss revisions to his site plan. Is this, he's not here as well. Is this for an office space or additional service space?
Yeah, so the board approved this a few months ago, and we thought everything was in place and ready to go, but he was still working with the building company that's gonna put up the building, and I guess in the process of doing that, you may remember an earlier version of the site plan that I think even you saw had the bump out on it. Now he's trying to go back to that. It's fully within all the setbacks. It doesn't bring him over the impervious surface. It really doesn't change anything from what we could have approved this if he'd known that that's what he wanted at the other meeting. It doesn't change the parking requirements. It doesn't change the intensity of the use. It doesn't change pretty much anything. The height of the building is staying the same. It's just bumping the footprint out that additional 16 by 40 foot piece.
He's still got room for his septic system and,
Yep, it's fully,
Three separate.
we included in your packets, he now has a completed septic design and all of that. So he has been plugging away on this, meeting the conditions of approval that we got at the last meeting. He said he was gonna be here. I don't know, he must have gotten, something must have come up. So the board could accept that in something this small, I'm willing to represent the applicant to you if you're comfortable with that. And again, this is a small request that doesn't change anything that the board reviewed at that time. None of the things we really talked about. This isn't a part of the lot that we were talking about planting trees for screening. Those requirements are around parking areas. It's not changing circulation or access. It really is. It's unfortunate almost that it has to come back because it doesn't change our review any other than the site plan itself that we approved does change. And so it's important that the board look at it, but personally from a staff position, it doesn't change any of the substantive elements of our review. It's fully compliant with the ordinance.
I think that's the same place he had it last time, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, it was on some of the stuff that was given to you.
We had
but
two different site plans last time.
the building design that he had didn't have it. Now he's come back.
JP actually seen building plans,
Yeah.
this works, everything's good?
Yep. Like I said, we had building plans for the 50 by 100, and that's why we ended up approving that, is because that's what he had plans for at the time. But in finalizing those for his building permit, he just really felt like he wanted that office space.
Okay. Board members, questions, concerns, thoughts?
I have no concerns with this addition.
I don't either. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Site plan does show the 3 trees we talked about
Yeah, we
off the
gotta
back parking lot.
update that, so I think, this is, if anything, more final than last time we looked at it.
I noticed the design actually has the sewage pump station that we talked about last time, so he wouldn't, otherwise, looking at the design, he would have had to lift that building up at least 2 feet. Get a gravity feed out of it, so. That makes sense. We nailed that one last time.
Propane tank is gone.
It is gone?
Yeah, you can even see in the aerial that we've managed to have one from April, and it's already
Burning it
on then.
Nice.
Concrete pads are still there in the shed.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not gonna go till he actually goes out to put his building in.
Makes sense. All right. Is there a motion to open this to the public?
I'll make a motion to open this matter up to a public comment.
Second the map. I'll do it. I'll second it. All those in favor?
I just want to say one thing. I did talk to Todd a couple weeks ago because I saw it on the agenda. And he said it's just a matter that there's no sense coming back from after he built a building to expand his office that he thought he'd use down the road. So he thought it'd be easier just to take care of it right now. And that's what
Makes sense.
he's doing. He has no plans to put anything in there or anything besides having his office work out of there. So just letting you know what I heard from him.
Thank you, Tony. No one else is here. Motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Moving second to close the public hearing. Discussion by the board. Seeing none, all those in favor? Very good. Do we want to go down through the checklist? I don't think.
Yeah, I
we have
mean,
anything to
since,
do.
I mean, we gotta go through the whole rigmarole, because we don't have a like separate amendment thing, so we gotta waive contours on the site plan, and then find the application complete.
Well, then I'll make a motion, Mr. Chair, I move to waive the submission requirements of 18171D.
For the 2-foot contours.
Yeah,
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded to waive the requirement for 18171D. Discussion by the board. Seeing none, all those in favor? Very good. Motion passes to waive the requirement. And then we need a motion to find the application for Todd Foss for property at map 557 to be complete with the approved waiver.
I'll second that, Charlie, if you make it.
I'll make that then. Made by me, seconded by Todd. Because a lot of the items were covered by the first site plan. This is just this minor amendment, so it's all there as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. We're in agreement.
2,560 square feet is, I'm sorry, if you do the math of the multiplication, it's a small addition. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the only thing that you don't have in this packet that we had in the other packet is the like proof of right by own interest, like we had his deed the last time, I believe. I didn't give that to you again in this packet.
So
But we do have it on file from the previous approval.
Fire department, did they make any comments?
No, I mean, this is, for their purposes, this is basically the same building, like, it's the same use, it's the same everything, it doesn't change.
Everything's all
how they get
pre-engineered
around.
metal?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Been moved and seconded. Find the application complete. Further discussion by the board? Seeing none, all those in favor? Very good, that's unanimous. And staff has recommended an approval. Move that the board grant approval under the provisions of the Standish Land Use Code for the site plan application submitted by Todd Foss for property on map lot 5-57 in Standish, having found it to meet the site plan review criteria of subsection 18173 performance standards of subsection 181(8) and all other relevant standards of the zoning ordinance with conditions. And there are 4 conditions. And number 2 is the same as we had on the original one,
Yeah, the
lighting.
1, 3, and 4 are just the boilerplate that this review needs to be in conformance with what is submitted to you, and that it will expire. Site plan is if the substantial start isn't begun within 3 years. And then, again, approvals depending on limited to what's submitted, and any changes have to come back to the board except for minor changes which can be approved by the board.
Yep.
Isn't the boilerplate, it's basically boilerplate for commercial projects, is all exterior lighting must be concealed source full cutoff per 181(18).
For the new members, if you're not familiar with that, that means it's a down, not out, but down. Light has to go down over the doors, entryways, whatever, interfere with the neighbors. Does anybody want to make that motion?
I make that motion, Mr. Chair, with the conditions.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Frank. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion by the board? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous. Very good, it's approved. All right, the only other item, we have no public hearings. Election of chair and vice chair. That's the term we want to use. To the nomination. Anybody want to be nominated?
I'll nominate Mr. Brown for chair.
Second.
Any others? We have to do this as a motion?
Usually,
Yeah, usually I think we do.
yeah.
Want to do both at once in one motion?
We've got a nomination and a second, so I'd say we vote on this and then we'll do.
Okay. Further discussion by the board? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous? I'll try to do good. See if I can handle it.
Without Jackie, I'm skeptical.
Nice.
Oh. I'm gonna call you in. All right, we need vice chair. Current vice chair is Frank, I think.
I make that nomination.
I'll second that.
All right, Sean made it. Is he seconded it? Further discussion by the board? Seeing none, all those in favor? Very good. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Jackie nailed it. I think this will be our shortest meeting.
seriously.
I give all the credit to
And for our
Izzy.
new members, this doesn't usually happen like this.
19 minutes flat.
We'll try to appreciate this.
Yes.
Tenure on the board, this is a record.
Jackie's retiring.
No, I've already let